So much better than an art pro soloist, right? No contest. Hope everybody had a great 2024. And like me, you're looking forward to 2025. Um, I wanted to let you know some end of year things that are happening outside of my channel that you might be interested in, and then talk about some things that I hope to do for next year. First, recently I did a podcast. I was a guest on the digital lifestyle from a fellow named Ian Dixon from the UK. I'll put a link, hopefully, if I do this and a card shows up um, above me, you can click that link and go to it. If not, it'll be in the description. Ian is a fan of my channel, and he has a great channel himself. He does a lot of synth stuff and sound design, and he invited me on, and it was a great talk. I shared it with a lot of friends and family who aren't necessarily interested in what I do with the Genesis show. They're supportive, but they don't want to watch videos of me talking about synths, and they really liked it. I got a lot of good feedback, so hopefully you would like it too. You might learn some things about me that I haven't shared. Next, another link on the Genesis Show official YouTube page, which has like nothing on it. We're uploading the Duke Suite in its entirety. I did a trailer here a couple days ago. It's the full half-hour Duke Suite that we did from the 1980 tour. Behind the Lines, Duchess, Guide Vocal, Turn It On Again, Duke's Travels, Duke's End. Really happy with it, and we hope to upload a lot of other content. I might try to see if I can put together a full video of One for the Vine from that same show. We really play it well. And then next month, as we do more shows featuring the 1976 tour recreation, we're going to film one of those, a Philly show. That's kind of our hometown, Philadelphia, and a great room that we always sell out. It'll be a really good show. Hopefully the video and audio goes well, and you'll see some of that in the next year. And then a third thing outside of this channel, if you're a Genesis fan, you've heard of Dave Kerzner. He is putting together an all-star tribute to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. I think it's coming out soon. And I had heard about it for months and was looking forward to it as just a fan. And he reached out to me. I think as he was mixing, he realized he needed a couple things doubled or redone. So I did 2 tracks. One is the title track. I play the RMI piano throughout. And you'll hear my RMI, my Echoplex. And on that track, he told me, is vocals Francis Dunnery, bass Billy Sherwood, and drums Nick DiVirgilio. And those 3 names right there have a lot of Genesis and Yes family connections. So that's really cool for me. And then it sounded great. I've heard a mix of that. And then the other song I did a handful of pro soloist tracks on Riding the Scree. And I haven't heard a mix of that. Maybe it will be on there, maybe it won't. But regardless, I'm on that album now, and I look forward to hearing it. There will be links here or there. And that's it for 2024. I'll tell you some things that I'm thinking about for 2025. So as my band continues to do the 1976 tour, we really like it. We're thinking of ways to extend it. The audience really enjoys it. It really is like a great set list if you look at it. Although strangely, we advertise that we're doing the Trick of the Tail tour set list, and the biggest complaint we get is that we're not doing the Trick of the Tail song. And we're like, oh yeah, like when we did the Abacab tour, they played Abacab. They didn't have songs called Wind and Wuthering and whatever, so it's kind of like, oops, I don't know how we would do it. There's so many backing vocals. So but as we're doing it simultaneously, what has come out from Analog Productions, they're doing a 50th anniversary of, no, not 50, 75th anniversary of Atlantic Records. And I'm not a vinyl guy, but I do like Super Audio CDs. And Lamb and Selling England have, I should be holding them like this, right? Chronological order. These are the original mixes. And I probably haven't seriously sat and listened to these mixes in many, many years. You know, we're all kind of used to the 2007 stereo and surround sound remixes. And I think those are just so much better. They just sound of the time. And I'm listening to them and I'm hearing things that I haven't really thought about in a while. And so I dug out my Trick of the Tail. It's like, it's not even the 94 remaster, it's like from the 80s CD. And I'm listening to these three in a row a lot. And I'm hearing a lot of stuff that I've been focusing on the live versions so much for my band. I'm hearing all the overdubs, and I'm really thinking, oh, I kind of have a lot of these keyboards now. One of them is the Elka Rhapsody, which is a string synth that Tony used on Lamb. And listening to these mixes, it's on there a lot more than I thought there was. And then I also hear it, surprise, surprise, I'd never realized this before, but I hear it on Trick of the Tail now. And what Tony would do is he would double, like, two hands on the Mellotron and then two hands on the Elka for these big washy string sounds on those albums. And I can recreate those for you. Would you like that? I think that'd be kind of neat. And then I could do the same thing with Wind and Wuthering, and then there were three. He did the same thing with the Roland string synthesizer, the RS-202. I do not have one of those, but I do have the Behringer vocoder, which has Roland strings. So maybe I can MIDI them together and do some demonstrations of those songs. I also have the Korg 2600M. Wouldn't it be cool to make the patches that were on the studio versions of Trick of the Tail, Wind and Wuthering, and then there were three songs. I could do that. That might be fun. The other thing that came about when I did my Firth of Fifth video, somebody discussed a really nice discussion about the 1981 version from the ABCAB tour. And you know, now I'm going back and I'm listening. Like, he does some different things in Firth of Fifth on the record, and then the Selling England tour that he changed, especially in the synth solo, that were present from '76 onward. So I was thinking of, I could do an all analog version of the '81 tour version with my CP80 upstairs, my Prophet 10. I can use my Korg Arp Odyssey for the quadra lead, and I can use the Roland strings. I can use my MXR chorus. I mean, it's like all the effects and sounds. My MXR Phase 100 for the organ. So that might be fun to do. I mean, I already know the song. I've already gotten over the idea of making the video for the first time. So this could be a fun project. So as far as more cover videos of songs I haven't done yet, I'll probably redo a few from the '76 tour that I have some off chord inversions. Dance on a Volcano, Los Endos, and Entangled. I'd like to redo those. I'll probably do those when I'm set up here in the basement practicing, and when I get my Echoplex back. I sent my Echoplex out for repair because the motor was really noisy and it sounded like it might blow up. So when I get that back, you'll probably see those videos sooner than later. And as far as the next tours we might do, I know my band definitely wants to revisit '77. I have to revisit the 11th Earl of Mar transcription I did. I don't think I did very well with that one. I was also trying to do the studio version, which was a disaster. So I'll be doing the live version of that for the '77 and '78 tour. And then for the '78 tour, I've still got to do Fountain of Salmacis and Burning Rope. We haven't decided the songs that were played once in a while, what we'll do. From '77, there's All in the Mouse's Night and Inside and Out. And then '78, there's Dancing with the Moonlit Night medley and Down and Out. We'll probably try those. Everyone seems excited about those. No one's excited about Ballad of Big, so I probably will never learn that one. And then, you know, we keep talking about the Mama Tour, and I've been pushing, by the way, for the Mama Tour. That's the one that I want to do next, or I wanted to do it like 2 years ago. One of the hiccups with that is the Lindrum and Mama. Well, today, like literally today, as I record this, a hardware version from Behringer has been announced, and a software version from GeForce has been announced. The latter I bought, I haven't downloaded it yet. And I think it might be cool to make a mama video, like an all software mama video. I bet a lot of you are really want to know how to do that. Maybe someone will figure it out before I do it. But I have all the plugins. I got the Cherry Audio P10, bought it, haven't downloaded it yet. Um, I've got the Arturia emulator and Synclavier. You know, I've already have the Quadra from Cherry Audio, so that might be kind of fun to do, and that would solve an issue to promote doing the Mama Tour next. Because once we do that, we just got to figure out the Simmons drums and Home by the Sea and all that stuff. So, so that might be cool. Speaking of gear, I just got word this past week that Vintage Vibe has my Rhodes on their workbench. They're restoring it. And then after that comes my Pianet and my Wurlitzer. So hopefully I'll be picking those up in the new year. Maybe that will yield more videos. Maybe I could do Inside and Out with my actual Rhodes. Or I could use it for the studio version of It's Gonna Get Better. You know, there's all kinds of neat little things to look forward to. And lastly, my transcription books, which I talked about this past year, I am working on it. As I make my scores better, I then reformat them for the book, and I can get an idea of the page count. And then once I get the page count and what songs will fit in which edition, I can then send my proposal out to the publisher, and hopefully get those printed out. And, you know, I'd like to publish my first one by this time next year. So that'll be good. I think that'd be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that. So that's my plan, and you're not going to get a bunch of stuff from me every week. I don't have time. I'm not really a good YouTuber. The production value stinks, right? But I'm going to try to give you some quality music and synth stuff and educational things over the next year. So thanks for hanging with me, and check out all that stuff I said at the beginning. Thank you.